All good. Look, this is our Saturday. What's your secret Zoom? And the idea of today is to help people understand all the different ways that all the different products are helping all kinds of people all over the world. It's crazy cool what's happening. And if we haven't met before, my name's Terry. I've been part of Secret now, came over with the World Ventures transition. So it's only been, man, what is this? Like 2 months, just over 2 months. It's amazing because it's just been life-changing. We're pretty darn excited about everything that's going on, what's happening in people's lives. And, you know, for me, you guys, as I look at this whole thing, we talk to people. We have we came over with a pretty significant team, so we get to have a lot of testimonials. We get to have a lot of conversations with people. And as it turns out, what I realize is these products that I didn't really see coming, these products improve the quality of everybody's life when they use the products. And so, so today, what we want to do is share some of those testimonials, some of those, here's what's going on in my life kind of things. And I'm just telling you, there's some crazy stories, and you're going to hear some more today. You're going to hear some more. So I have a handful of people that I've already talked to share this morning. But if you have a testimonial that you think, man, people need to hear my testimonial, I want you to just raise your hand. And when I say, I don't mean sitting at home, raise your hand. What I mean is down at the bottom, you can actually raise your hand. There's a little tab there that says raise hand. And if you'll do that, I will endeavor to get to you. We got a lot of stuff to cover today. We will go fast. And it's going to be, there's going to be some legit things. And what you should do with these, you guys, two things. One, you should use these stories as you talk to people. As you hear them, you might want to make a note. You might want to just make a note. Wow, that person, that thing. Because today we got people talking about COVID shots and what happened with them after that. Arthritis, joint inflammation, let's call it. All kinds of different things today. But we've had people raving about the hair mud mask and all these different things. And so if you will use these stories to your advantage as you talk to people, it will help your team grow. So I'm going to get started real quick with Glinda Bascones. Glinda, did you make the call, young lady?
Yes, TK, I'm right here in beautiful Las Vegas. The sun is shining.
Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Got you, girl. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm out at the baseball field watching my grandson play baseball and just enjoying the weather. Yes, so my testimony is I've been a runner my whole entire life. At 55 years old, I started feeling really bad hip pain where it would wake me up out of a dead sleep. And if you're a runner and you know the passion, it's just like to have that taken away from your life because you don't want to deal with the discomfort. I stopped running a year ago. And I was hearing all the testimonies, when I got the product, I started taking it and I started like feeling a little different. Then I started testing it. So first I did a half a mile. Let me just try this. And then no pain. Then I went to a mile and I started on the treadmill and I got that up to 3 miles. And then I was like, you know what? I need to try this outside. And now I'm back to running. I've done it probably 5 times. No hip pain whatsoever at all. No, it makes me so happy that I found this product, the 2 products. So I'm taking recovery and hydro effects together. No pain whatsoever. Thank the Lord above. So very blessed. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you saw people, you heard people giving their testimony, and that led you to go ahead and try it.
Yes. I was like, I'm going to try that. If I can get back to running, I always exercise, but there's something about running outside, you know, that I've always been in love with. And it's like, well, a lot of people do this too. They figure, oh, well, I'm up there in age. It does too much damage, you know. I'm in awe.
That's awesome. Love that. Thanks so much for sharing, Glinda. I appreciate you taking time away from the game there and sharing with everybody. So guys, it was recovery and boost, right, Glinda? And hydro effects.
Correct. Hydro effects. I've been doing the boost too. I don't know if it has anything to do with it. I do it before I sleep. I only do the 4 before I sleep. But I started without that and I was having no pain with recovery and the hydro effects.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, hon. Appreciate you sharing this morning. Let's get on up to Northern California. Joan Panetta, are you on there, young man? And can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. TK, what's going on?
My man, how you doing, brother?
I'm feeling well and alive.
So you work in the healthcare field, right?
Yes.
And because of that, you had to take, they mandated that you take the vaccines. Is that a correct statement?
Yes.
All right. So can you tell these kind folks what's happened over the last week or two, and then as of yesterday and this morning?
So, yesterday, I was required to take my second dose of the COVID vaccine. And while I was getting my shot, the guy that gave it to me, he said that you might want to find yourself a coverage for tomorrow because you're not going to make it to work. You're not even going to make it out of bed. You're going to be experiencing a lot of chills, a lot of headache, fatigue, even possible of diarrhea. And I mean, I told myself I'm up for the challenge, and I brought these with me at work, Recovery and Immunex. And today I woke up like I didn't even get any vaccine yesterday. And also the funny thing is that I have a girl at work that's actually on another network marketing company who does health and wellness. And I just seen her with her head down on the table, tears coming out of her eyes. And she's saying that whatever she's taking, it's not working for her because obviously I'm still running around at work and she's there crying and she wants to go home because she's not feeling good at all. So it's been a blessing for this transition because also I want to share my testimony about the recovery. I'm able to finally do the things that I loved to do when I was younger, which was playing basketball. As some of you may know, that I've suffered through a lot of injuries playing basketball when I was younger, and with the recovery, it's helped me a lot to finally get back to playing basketball and not experience any type of soreness, any discomfortness after the game. So thank you.
Awesome. So again, so recovery was the bad boy, but you're taking the Immunex as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so look, if you guys, I don't know, I won't get into what Dr. Cohn said to me about Immunex. I'm just saying, if you would like to have a stronger immune system, you should really take the Immunex. And Joan is, perfect example of this, you guys, because here's somebody that, knew he had to go take the shot. And some of you guys might be in the healthcare field. I think there are people on here that I know that are in the healthcare field and they got that second shot coming. So man, load up on the recovery, you guys. I mean, it's worth trying. So he was expecting to be, pretty dog sick this morning, and he'd been told probably not to come into work. And here he is doing his thing. So anyway, great stuff there. Appreciate you, John. Thanks for sharing with us. Let's get over to Ursula. Ursula, can you please unmute and let us know what's going on in your world? How you doing, hon?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
Good.
Well, for me, it started about 2 weeks ago. I finally was able to go to a demo party. Thank you, Cindy. And that's where I learned more about recovery. But when I showed up at her house that night, I was in pain and I could not move my neck to the right. I had an injury from years ago that I deal with, and I ruptured my disc in my neck from the C2 to C7. So I always deal with constant pain in my neck. And I have to go do therapy and see a chiropractor at least 1 to 2 times a week. But that week I had already seen him 3 times. So I took the recovery, and within, I think it was 30 minutes, right, Terry? And the pain started to go away. So now that I'm taking the recovery, I am able to move my neck freely to the right, which is the one that I had the most problems with. And I have not seen my chiropractor at all for therapy or anything. So I'm doing recovery and the HydroFX, and I just started the boost also. So I have not had any pain or tightness in my neck and shoulders. So for me, it really works.
That is awesome. And so, and you said, when you said you hadn't been back to the chiropractor, I was like, because you've been going there for a minute, right? Because of what's going on.
Oh, I've been seeing him for, oh my gosh, 10 years.
10 years. Think about this, you guys. Think about what we're talking about right now. Now, listen, I know we're not making claims. We're just telling stories here. But 10 years and now not, go tell everybody else, what is that worth in somebody's life? When we're talking about improving the quality of someone's life, this is what we're talking about. So if someone's taking recovery, if they're going to a chiropractor, 40, 50 bucks every time they go, I don't know, what's it worth? Thanks, Ursula, for sharing. Appreciate you, hon. So let's get on over to Jolene Johnson. Jolene, are you out there, young lady? And can you unmute yourself, please?
I think I did it.
Hey, you got it. How you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself? Awesome.
Doing fantastic. Good to have you this morning.
Thank you for having me, because I've been busting at the seams for quite a while now. So I'm happy to be here. So my story is that when we joined or got into Secret, Randy and I jumped in full force. We ordered the wellness pack and started with that. And what happened was, several different things for myself. I lost 7 pounds fairly quickly with no effort on my part. I did not change my eating habits, and I didn't exercise. I'm not an exerciser, so that was one of the things. No cravings anymore. If there was a cookie on the table somewhere, it would jump right into my hand, and I would probably have to have at least 3 of them. I don't even care for sweets anymore.
Wow.
That was a big deal. And probably my energy just skyrocketed. There for a while, Randy was coming into the bedroom at 6:37 in the morning, wondering what was going on. I couldn't get out of bed. I was taking hour naps during the day. So, I mean, now it's like, whoa, man. He calls me the Energizer bunny. But the biggest thing of all, you guys, is I have been on a drug. I'm going to call it a drug because that's what it is, for anxiety for a very, very long time. Or the doctor would call it a depression medicine. I tell them no, because I'm not a depressed person. So I call it anxiety. And I have tried to go off of that for a few times over the past several years. And it never worked. I had to go back on it. So on the third day that we had taken this, Randy and I were out riding in the Razor, and I had this feeling come upon me. It was like someone touched my head. It went all through my body. It was like, oh, what was that? And I'm curious if anybody else has had that happen to them, because it was just overwhelming. And guess what I did? I said, now is the time. I didn't throw them away. I weaned myself off of them, and I haven't had to use those for 2 months. So that was major. No more naps. And if you've got another minute, I'd love to tell you about my brother-in-law's diabetes story.
Go ahead.
Okay. So he started on the shake, the greens, and the booster. And let me see. I hope I've got them. Oh, here they are. And I call him every week to see how he's doing. And he is thrilled to death. So this is what's happened. The morning he was a big diabetic, still is, of course. In the morning, he used to take 15 units. He's now taking 4.
Wow.
He used to take 6 units at lunch. He's taking none. At supper time, he used to take 13 units. He's taken 4 now. And then he takes a long-term one, which was 45 units. He's taken 20. And he has not had a spike in his blood sugar for, I'm going to say he's been on it for pushing 5 weeks right now. Amazing.
Wow. So do you know if it's what type 1, type 2 diabetes? Do you know, Jolene?
You know, I don't know. I know whatever the worst one is, because he's but I can ask him. I can ask that and just send you a little matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll text him, and then I'll see if I can put a note in this while we're here.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah. I just figured it's, you know, happened to be on insulin for four times a day. This was really something else. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So this is now, again, guys, remember, look, all of you on Facebook Live watching and all those things, look, we cannot make claims, okay? What we're doing is telling stories. We're telling what results people got in their lives. People should try some of these things and see if they get the same results. But that's the second very powerful story like that. And the cool thing is that they're monitoring with things like that, blood pressure. I'm watching the people with the blood pressure coming down. These people are monitoring. And I got another gal next week. You'll hear from her. Her blood's being tested along the way and literally seeing in the blood what's happening at a cellular level because of some things that she's got going on. And I'm telling you, these stories are just amazing. So we got some great products that are really improving the quality of people's lives. Jolene, thank you so much for sharing that. Appreciate you being on here. And I'm so glad that your life, the quality of your life has improved using these products as well. Awesome stuff.
Thank you.
You bet.
I'll unmute.
All right, thanks. And hey, Deborah Jett, are you able to unmute yourself and share with these kind folks your story, please? Are you out there, Deborah?
Hi, Terry. Can you hear me?
Hey, there you are. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing great. Thank you for calling on me. You know what I love. Hello, everyone. I absolutely love the mud hair mask. When I received this in my secret box after Black Friday, I looked in there and I said, all hair types? I don't think so. I don't think that this is going to work on my kinky curly 4A hair. I'm like, no, it's not going to work. But thanks to Kim Castro on our team, she said, try it. It's absolutely amazing. So I trusted her and I tried this product and I absolutely love it. For people that have ethnic kinky curly hair, we normally use a deep conditioner. We have to put a plastic bag over our head and sit under the dryer to get our hair and our scalp moist because we don't wash our hair every day because it will dry our hair and our scalp out. So I use this product. It says to apply it for about 5 to 7 minutes. I kept it on. I sectioned my hair. I kept it on for a couple of hours. Just like Kim said, my hair smelled so good. Even the next day, my hair was so moist. I had to put nothing on my scalp, and I absolutely love it. Because of that, I bought the brush, I bought the shampoo, I bought the conditioner, I bought the hair serum. The only thing left is the spray, the clay, and the straightener. So thank you so much, Secret. Thank you, Terry, for letting me share.
So real quick, so Deborah, I love this because if we're keeping it real. Okay, gang, a lot of all y'all, we were here at 1.2 what I'm about to talk about. So Deb, when we first transitioned over to Secret, you were like, not about those products. You got in for travel. I got in for travel 5 years ago. You know, I love to travel. I traveled all around the world. I lived in another country as a foreign exchange student. I was not having nothing to do with these products, zero. But because of this testimonies that we have Saturday morning, and you all also need to come Thursday night at 6 o'clock when people that looked like me and people that didn't look like me that I trusted and that I loved, I said, okay, I got to get out of my own way and try these products. So as a result, I have almost a whole hairline. And I use my product credit. I think you did see it on Funstoppable. I bought everything for my face. It's on there this morning. I absolutely love it. Oh, that's awesome.
I don't have a testimony yet because it's only been one night and one day, but I am loving everything Secret.
Awesome.
I'm my best customer now.
Amen.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, somebody put it down in the chat box. I am my best customer. Yes. Love it. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
I love, hey, if any of you guys have other skincare things as well, man, love to hear the testimonials on that because the whole product line rocks. It just rocks. It just so happens a lot of people talk about recovery because it does so many wonderful things. And so, hey, let's get over to Hawaii. So I got a good friend over there. Michelle, are you there, young lady? Can you unmute, please?
Hi, Terry. I'm here.
Hey, girl. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Share with these folks. What's going on, girl?
So in July last year, I was in the classroom. I'm a preschool teacher. Well, I do infants and pre-toddlers. So I'm always carrying babies. I'm always like bending over everything. So I hurt my back and I was out of work. I couldn't go back into the classroom. I was going to therapy every week. And actually, I was really tired of being so sore. I was just hurting all the time. And in January, I get my recovery. I start taking my recovery, and they release me from workers' comp. Sorry, I'm gonna cry. um, they they released me from workers' comp in a month after being on therapy and out of the classroom for that long. They were even questioning how long it would take, and I was like, I don't know, I can't tell you, I'm just so sore. And now thank God for recovery, I am like released from workers' comp.
Wow, that is
Amazing.
awesome.
Yeah.
Can you, obviously it's emotional, because pain in our body sucks. I've dealt with pain since I was 19 when I had 18 when I had my first knee surgery, and it's been, it sucks. But what you're talking about right now, again, improving the quality of your life, can you kind of put it into, I don't know, articulate it for these guys, the difference, what it does to you, like internally, spiritually, emotionally? Can you comment on any of that stuff?
Well, being that I work with kids and everything, I was in the front office and I would see the kids come and go, and they know me from the classroom, right? And they're doing this. And you're like, oh my God, I can't pick you up. I can't, I wasn't even like bending down to, like give them a hug or anything like that.
Right.
And now that I can go in the classroom, and actually I was in my shoulder during that course of the time I was out, my shoulder got frozen. And so I don't know how that happened. They said I must have injured it. But it was frozen and it is still frozen. So I still couldn't like really pick them up, but bending down, it was like, seeing the kids and their faces. And now like, I just walk them out of the classroom and I'm always like interacting with them. It's so powerful to know that this stuff, it changes your life. I mean, because it was sad to see that, and it's sad to have to say no to the little ones. It just broke my heart, but it's so good. And with the shoulder thing, the doctor, another doctor for my shoulder, because you go to different doctors for workers' comp and not workers' comp, and she put me on this modified duty for 6 months. And I said, no, I'm not going to take 6 months, because I know I had the recovery. So I've been going to therapy, and he was shocked. He's like, your range of motion is really good. And I was like, yeah, I'm taking this recovery. And he was like, what is it? Right. And so he thought it was something you put on. And I said, no, it's pills, and I was explaining to him, and he was like, oh, okay. And then I just saw him yesterday, and he starts stretching out my arm, and he's like, you're well on your way. You don't have to worry about that 6 months. I think you should go back to the doctor and tell her that you can come back like in a month or two, because I could not lift my arm, seriously. And I can lift my arm. I'm like, even that, when he started doing that, he's like, wow, and I told him that's probably the only difference, according to like everything else that we were doing, was the recovery.
Beautiful.
And I'm waiting on the Hydro FX. I know you told me that I should do it together, and it's on its way. Looked again today and it's saying ship, so yeah. Should get it soon.
Awesome. Michelle, yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. And I love, that it's emotional. I was in tears the other day, literally after my workout, because same deal. It was my shoulder. I mean, I had a lot of crap in my body, but once I was in doing and working out, and I was like, oh my gosh, God gave me my shoulder back. And And I want to say this because God, if you guys don't know, I'm a pastor as well. So the Lord kind of impressed upon me the products. Yes, they're fantastic. And I believe it was the products that helped. I also prayed and asked God to take care of my shoulder. And in church about 5 weeks ago, it felt different. But it's been since we started using the recovery and then the hydro effects. And now I've got full range back in my shoulder, pushing heavy weight again, which, in life isn't the most important thing in life. But for those of you who are suffering from pain for whatever reason, or inflammation or discomfort, how about discomfort? Let's use that word. And then don't have it anymore. It's amazing in your life. Stacy Brown, I saw your comment up there about the car accident girl, and I see that you're going to order it. I want to hear your story in the next few weeks, young lady. So please pay attention to how that goes once you start taking the recovery. I'd love to hear your story, hon. Kalana, are you out there, and are you able to unmute and share with these kind folks what's going on in your world? Can you unmute? I see you. There. Now I don't see you. You'll have to, you should have a little button there on your phone.
Unmute. Okay.
Hey, there you are.
Hi, Terry.
Hey.
This is a surprise. Thank you for picking on me.
You bet. Tell us a story, hon.
Well, I've been on my cousin Violet Fernando came to visit once again in Hawaii, and I was able to order some products, and she left me some. And my granddaughter, who suffers from very bad eczema, took home the mud soap, and they just love it. So now my daughter is ordering. So I said, all right, Mom's sending out. I've been sending out to my friends the catalog and everything. I have a lot of help though from Vi, Zen, and my cousin Karen Orda, because I don't know how to do nothing, Terry. I'm just so excited getting out there, sending everybody. Every time I talk to somebody, I said, guess what? Oh, you got rash. I got something for you. Let me get. So I'm showing everything to all the kapunas, which is all the old folks out here in Hawaii, what to do with all their sagging skin and everything, and they're loving it. So I'm really so excited. Hope to see you soon in Hawaii, Terry.
All right, we want to get over there. We're looking at dates right now.
Awesome. I'll be waiting for you. All my kapunas.
Thanks so much, Kalana. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Look at that. Sagging skin. There you go, people. New testimonial. All right. Let's get back over to the West Coast. Randy Rowland, are you out there, young man? And are you able to unmute and share some stuff with these guys?
I am, my brother. Can you hear me?
I can. Good to have you on, my man.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, Terry, thank you so much for hosting this every week. I got to say, before hopping into the products, just being able to be around leaders like you and what you've created with this group, it's hard to put a price on that. So, so thank you for that. So a couple of months ago, we had heard about this company and these products, and I just had a birthday. I'm getting close to the big 50. But in my 30s, I developed a skin challenge, we'll call it that. And it was on my face. So that's one that you got to take care of very quickly. Can't put a shirt or a pair of pants over that. Went to a dermatologist who told me, look, this could go away right away, or it could be there for the rest of your life. And here's some very expensive lotion that we recommend. And here's a prescription for a steroid cream for when it gets really bad and you have a breakout. So that has been my life for the last, 15 years, pretty much every day, just dealing with that. And I mean, compared to some of the stuff that people are experiencing, it's pretty minor. It's just inconvenience and slightly embarrassing when something happens on your face. So a couple of months ago, fast forward to October timeframe, we're starting to hear about these products. And this product right here, this is a bar of mud soap. I'm watching a presentation, and this guy's talking to everybody about these before and after shots of, here's what happened on day one. You see the skin challenge, and most of these way worse than what I was experiencing. But like by day 7 gone, or day 14 gone, even day 21 for some of the more significant stuff, it was gone. And the guy mentioned that there was a 30-day money back guarantee. So I was like, I can do this math. I can try this product for 7 days, up to 21 days. And if I don't see a result, I can get my money back. And compared to the lotion and the steroid cream, this is far less expensive anyway. So my story real quick is after 2 days of using this bar soap, just washing my face in the morning and the evening before going to bed, all of my symptoms were gone. So I no longer had to put lotion on my face for this stuff not to show up. And it was just absolutely mind-blowing to me. I thought this was absolutely crazy. This can't be. And so again, this is October 13th that we started. I've had two, what I would call them flare-ups. My flare-ups used to be really bad where stuff would show up and it was kind of crazy. But the flare-ups now, there would probably 2 of them, aren't even what an average day used to be. I mean, it's so minor, it's kind of crazy. And I was on a webinar just recently, and a guy said something that just smacked me in the face. He said, we share our stories so that we can change other people's stories. And if people don't hear about these products, you know, they can't make a change. And if I wouldn't have been told about these products and heard about this inexpensive piece of mud soap that lasted me 3 months, by the way, just one bar of soap, I would still be doing my same regimen with this lotion and steroid cream for probably the rest of my life. So I'm very glad that someone had me take a look at that thing and that I listened. So thank you for letting me share, Terry.
Wow, that is awesome, Rando. That's awesome. So again, you heard testimonies and decided to try. Is that correct, Randy?
That is absolutely correct.
So you heard somebody telling their story and decided to see if it could become your story.
For sure.
This is what we're talking about, gang. This is the deal. When we have, yeah, that's right. Okay. So this is what we're talking about. People, everybody on here, we got 500 people on here. I know we got people still trying to get on. If you guys have peeps trying to get on, have them get on Facebook on the front line. They can watch live over there. And here's the thing you got to keep in mind. Right now, we have, I don't know, a couple 100,000 agents worldwide. It might be a little, it might be 250,000. I don't know what it is, 400,000. I don't know. Point is this, it's barely even known. All of the things. 2 months ago, we were sitting there going, well, let's try this stuff. We'll see, we'll see. And we were just trying it because, we kind of had to if we're just keeping it really real. And all of a sudden, everybody's like, wait, what? What has happened? and your life begins to change. So listen, you are not the only one out there telling this story. There are lots of people telling the story, and we will become a household name. That's going to happen. So listen, the more people you go tell, the better it's going to be for the rest of the world. I know, I cannot, I'm sorry, I can't do my video. So hey, real quick, I want to show you guys a video here. You're probably going to have to turn your volume up because the volume is very low on this particular video, but arthritis, this is an arthritis story. For those of you who have arthritis, I'm going to play this, so listen close. I'm going to pull this up full screen, if I can do that here real quick. So stay with me here. Let's get the sound over here. Boom. Oh, hang on. I see the problem. Hang on. Rookie mistake right there. Hold on, everybody. Man, can't get good help these days. Here we go. All right, so this young lady, what she's saying is she's showing her hand because she has had arthritis. She's saying her hand was double the size of that when she walked into the meeting 30 minutes before this, okay? So I'm gonna go back to the beginning here. Listen close.
So guys, I am like the biggest skeptic ever, but I have psoriatic arthritis. I've been dealing with it for probably 15 years. Yeah. Had an attack this week. This hand was like double the size of this hand. Been doing everything, literally have not been sleeping at night because it hurts so bad. I was at this party and hanging out with friends and found out about this stuff. Recovery. And took it, took it. 30 minutes later, I am in absolutely no pain. Kind of freaking out because I can't really believe it. I don't know that, I can't really say that that's what caused it, but you know what?
Awesome.
It's gone. It's gone.
Praise God. Would you tell us your name and where you're from, please?
I am Tammy Lloyd. I'm from Sealy, Texas, and Texas rules.
Amen. Thank you.
So guys, I am like the biggest skeptic ever, but I have cytolytic arthritis. Have been dealing with it for probably.
Unshare, please. All right, everybody, here I am. Okay, we've changed seats. Okay, there we go. So I appreciate everybody jumping on here. We got all kinds of comments in here as well, you guys. There's some people asking questions, and I know some of you champions out there have some answers for some of the questions. So check in the chat Zoom there, the chat box, and if you guys are able to answer some of the questions that people have, because I just love it. People are becoming experts in this stuff. Why? Because they're just simply using the products that we have. And the whole goal, like I said at the beginning of this today, is to help people understand all the different ways that this can benefit people. I want to see if one other person is on here. And Mara, if you could pull up the on that roll. So let me see. Let me just see if this person has made the call. Anybody else, before I get to the last part of this, anybody else have any other great testimonials? Raise a hand. Wait a minute. I got Jill. Wait a minute. Who is that? Susan Patrick. Are you out there, young lady? I see you, girl. What's up? Unmute.
There I am. Hi. How are you?
How you doing?
Good. Well, I just want you to know about a month ago, we started on the recovery, the greens,
What's going on?
And the.
Can you unmute over there, Mary? Are you unmuted? Hang on, Susan. I can't hear you for some reason.
Hello.
Can anybody hear Susan?
Okay, just unmute her.
We can hear.
She's loud and clear.
Yes, we can hear.
Yes. It's me.
We can hear.
Sorry, Dan.
No, because. Hello.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, can't hear you.
Right here, honey.
Go ahead, girl.
Okay. Anyways, about a month ago, started on the recovery, the greens, the FX, the boost, everything. So let me just tell you the issues I have is I went through breast cancer, double mastectomy 3 years ago. So I've had pretty much chronic pain ever since. And also due to the fact that I found out with 3 PET scans, I have a lot of arthritis in my knees, my hands, my neck, my lower back, which I always just thought, oh, that wasn't too much. And I have a hiatal hernia. So don't ever get a PET scan. You'll learn lots of things you don't want to know. So from that, I ended up with, I guess they call it GERD. So chronic heartburn and acid reflux at night. The boost has completely taken that away. So I don't, stay off of the Prilosec and the antacids because they're very bad for you anyway. So I was thrilled on that. And a friend of mine, one of our pastor's wives, is going through breast cancer surgery this coming week. And she made the comment to me, she sleeps on a wedge due to GERD, heartburn, acid reflux. So I'm sending her a bottle of the boost so she can try it and see if she can get off of anything else that she's taking. And also a bottle of the recovery because of going through the surgery. So, and then on top of that was, I also have a weird, unbeknownst to me, type of a skin issue that I don't get big areas. I get little red polka dots all over. And so I have been to the dermatologist, several, and there's no cure for it. And it's one of those things that it's only supposed to happen and maybe last a year and go away. And it never has. So, and it'll maybe clear up for a little while. And then suddenly I end up with these little red polka dots. They don't itch, they don't hurt. but they do dry up, kind of flake, but they leave like a freckle behind. So I started using, I talked with Marsha Parham and about it, and she said, try the mud soap, try the body butter. And so just using the mud soap, it is starting to clear up. I have had this for at least 2 years. I always thought it was a reaction to the chemo treatment or something. But anyways, the dermatologist couldn't fix it, but the mud soap is.
Wow. Amazing. That, I mean, okay. So that was a couple of things you have going on.
A lot.
So how can you comment on, like, how much of an improvement, I mean, maybe on a percentage level, how much of an improvement would you say this is given to you in your life?
Oh gosh, from probably, I would say I'm already at 100%
Wow.
compared to what it was before.
Wow. That's amazing.
I get
That's
over
right,
this.
there it is. Beautiful. This is, I'm so happy that's happened for me, you guys. That right there, that's what this is all about. I'm watching people all the time in tears because of the improvement in the quality of life. And so many of us, thank you so much, Susan, for sharing that. Appreciate your vulnerability in that. Because there's a lot of people in the same situations that we are, and they just live with it. I mean, I just live with pain, whatever. I'm always saying ouch at home. Literally, I kid you not, I'm toweling off out of the shower. I don't want to take a shower because it hurt so bad when I got out just to towel off. What? That sucked, but it was my life, so I just did it. Whatever, okay, I'm just going to be in pain, but we don't have to. That's the beauty. And so I know there's a lot of you on here today that have been in secret for a long time. I've seen some of your comments. I'm excited to have you guys on. Would love to hear some of you guys probably have war stories because you've been in for years. We're sitting here 2 and 3 months in going, this is amazing. And so it's just making a difference in our life. And so Mary's just pulled up a slide here, and Deborah Jett mentioned it earlier. Guys, every week we do this. We got 3 different things that are available to people. And one of them is on Wednesday nights. These are all Zooms, easy to jump into. This one's at getpaidsecret.com. And this is all about how to build the business. Now, there might be many of you on here that don't have interest in that. Totally cool. We're not trying to make anybody do that. I'm just saying it's available as a resource. If you want to learn how to do this and create an income, you should jump on that Zoom on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. West Coast. On Thursdays, every Thursday, we have a handful of people that run the product party Zoom. And what happens there is it's all really training on the products, why they work and how they work and things like that. And you can get a lot of information on the products themselves. And then Saturdays, we do this every Saturday that we don't have a bigger training at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And this is what we do every Saturday. Today, we're sitting here at 500 people. And we're talking about testimonials, but what happens is it's driving volume. It's driving people to go, man, I'm going to try that. Just like you've heard people talk about today, that if it can make it, maybe it can make a difference in my life. People are probably spending money on all kinds of other things to help them out, whether it's skin issues, hair, pain, discomfort internally, whatever it is. I mean, you've heard some of the stories, again, not claims, just telling stories about, what's happened in people's lives. So we are ecstatic to have found these products. And for many of you, you might be aware, some of you may not be aware, we are very close to adding a travel component into what we do here. And we're going to start to hear stories about that come March. You'll hear about the kind of stories that people are, how it's making a difference in their life from that standpoint. So we have literally everything everybody wants. Better health. Most everybody on the planet likes the idea of looking healthier, feeling younger, looking younger, traveling, saving money, and if possible, to create an income. But that's a secondary thing. So for this Zoom, guys, if you want to have friends on, people that are looking at this, maybe they're considering it, man, get this. It's going to be recorded. It's already live on Facebook on the front line. I'm going to post this up on various social media channels just so that you can grab that and grab the link, and you'll be able to go to my YouTube channel at Terry Camp. If you go to TEREKAMPE, you'll go to my YouTube channel and see all these videos, the library of these, and use these to your advantage. And that's what this is all about. So let's see, before we wrap this up, let me just check over here. Jolene, thank you so much. Type 2 diabetes. So Jolene talked about the friend that's got the improvement on diabetes. That's the second person with type 2 diabetes that has seen marked improvements. I love that, love that, love that. Yes, thank you so much, Nancy. Roy, appreciate you being on. So Jolene, there's a question in there. Yeah, I think it was the recovery and the boost, Troy. So Nancy or Jolene, if you could check out Troy's question to you, that'd be awesome. So, okay, and Royal Priest, let's go over there. Royale or Royal, could you please unmute yourself and let these kind folks know what your story is?
It's actually not him. Can you hear me, Terry?
Oh, okay, yes.
I couldn't get on, so I jumped on his because we're watching it together. So my name's Stacy, and I just wanted to tell you guys that I was taking like 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, 2 of them in the morning, 2 of them in the afternoon, and 2 of them at night. I have a thrown rotator cuff. I have sciatica in the left side of my back that shoots pain down into my left leg. Sometimes I can't even get up. I have osteoarthritis in both knees. I'm diabetic. I have diabetic neuropathy in both legs and both feet. Wow. I started taking recovery after detoxing my body for 2 full weeks of everything that I was taking to manage my pain. I took recovery that first dose. I took 2 of them. 30 minutes later, I was spring cleaning my house top to bottom. No pain at all.
What?
Woo!
Dang.
None.
Boom.
At all.
That's crazy.
I'm taking the recovery, and I also take the Immunex because I have a really crappy immune system too. When I started my weight loss journey was 2009, and I was over 600 pounds and couldn't do anything for myself. I've been on a weight loss journey by myself, no surgery since then. I'm now down to 429. My lowest weight was 403, but I gained 29 pounds with this pandemic and being stuck inside. So this weight loss journey is exciting for me because I'm happy about it. Like, I'm so ready for Vegas, guys. But so I take the Immunex, I take the recovery, and I take the green caps, and I just can't wait to see where I go. My first weigh-in will be on the 15th of February. So I hope I lost the 15 pounds that I aimed for. But thank you, Secret, and thank you, Recovery.
Wow, that is awesome, man. Big congratulations to you right there. That's fantastic.
Boom, boom, boom.
I mean, you want to talk about a difference in quality of life right there. Wow, a lot of great stuff today, guys. Hey, also, if anybody on here, particularly those of you who have been around Secret for quite a while, if any of you know of a detox program, I mean, I was told, you know, lots of the greens, take lots of the greens and you'll find out what detox is all about. So I doubled up on the greens, didn't really make a difference, but I have a doctor friend of mine that's looking for a very, very natural detox that people can use. So if anybody has any comments on that, would love to hear that. If you're not putting them in here, if I can't get to them before we shut this down here in a minute, you can reach me on Facebook, Terry Camp, TEREKAMPE, the only one out there. So should be easy to get a message to me. I'd really love to hear about this. Wow, we just got lots of stuff going on. So with that, you guys, we're going to wrap up today. Appreciate you guys being on. Remember, we got 3 things throughout the week that you can jump into on Zoom. We're live on Facebook on the front line. I'm going to now have to figure out how to get more people on this Zoom. Excited about that. Why? Because it's making a difference in the lives of people. We are impacting the quality of their lives. And that is what this is all about. Let's go tell the story. We want to become a household name for 2 reasons. Yes, if you're in this as a business, that's going to be a great thing. But as I hear the stories and watch the tears flow in people because of what the difference that these products have made in their life, what price tag do you put on that? It's not about that. It's about truly just making a difference in the lives of others. So it's been great being with you guys today. God bless you. I'll look for the recording of this up on the various social pages, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here next week. God bless you guys. Have a great rest of the week.
Thank you so much, TK.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
everybody.
Terry.
Thank
you. Awesome.
Terry.
Thanks, TK.
Oh.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. See y'all
Bye.
later.
Also, champion.
Thank you, Terry.
Oh, come on.